Can I be the first to say that the Warship game absolutely sucked? Like, okay, the game worked fine, but it's just very tedious, and I cannot see this game being good for anything longer than maybe like an hour and a half. I couldn't even imagine what a 6 hour marathon would be like, but nonetheless, I got 490 Atlas Bucks profit. As you can see here, I lost 170 Atlas Bucks, and it was over 90 wins. I was basically trying to keep Spade from getting second place. So yeah, it was 170 Atlas Bucks over 90 wins, and I won 660 for a total of 490. Overall, my feelings though on Warship was thanks, I hate it. I mean, I know I finished top 10 and I got second in my state, but still, it's just a very tedious game, and I'm not quite sure what they could do to fix that. I kind of wish it wasn't another timing game. I know I was showing that off, but like now that I've played a few rounds of it, I'm kind of like, I'm kind of over it, and I really don't want to see them make a marathon out of it. Anyway, we have 7 parcels that we need to spin, so let's do it. First one is a rare. Okay, let's go on to the second one. And I'm still waiting on bowling, by the way, just saying. Okay, that second one is also a rare. Moving on to the third one. We're going to get, okay, it's going to be a common, so that's 2 rares and a common. All right, next one. It is an epic. It looks like an epic, yep. So 2 rares, a common, and an epic. 3 more. Whoop, I almost clicked that one off there for a second. All right, 2 commons, 2 rares, and an epic. 2 more spins. The 6th spin looks like a legendary. No, it's just an epic. So we got 2 of each except for legendaries. Will the 7th one be a legendary? Let's find out. And it's going to be a rare. So 2 commons, 3 rares, and 2 epics. We're going to put that on the board. And that puts the simulation at 136 parcels. We're probably like a couple mini games away from hitting the 150. We're not too far off now, 136. We do have 24 hours remaining. I'm doing this currently at midnight during a super rent boost, and I'm going to be getting a whole $1 today from the super rent boost. And for those of you that are wondering why I have been holding on to about $7, soon to be $8 worth, I am anticipating a 33 Atlas Buck day popping in this weekend. It's one of those promotional events that they do once a month, where they increase the amount of Atlas Bucks you get from a conversion from 25 to 33, and a lot of us hold on for that. A lot of people are expecting the once-a-year 40 to pop up in Christmas again, so they're probably saving for that. But I do feel like it's a little bit more advantageous to do 33. I might do a math video on that and talk about which one might be better. Actually, that's a good idea. I will throw that into the brainstorming session now. So for today, I wasn't planning on making a video this soon after I've already made another one, but I really wanted to make my comments out there about Warship, and you probably already heard in the beginning of this video how I feel now. This is going to be mostly audio only today, so if you don't mind, I just want to rant a little bit here. So I've mentioned before with Atlas Earth minigames that a couple of my gripes about them. The first one is that it is a mostly timing games. So what I mean by that is that almost every game, just period, is a matter of clicking your button at the right exact moment to get the most maximum points possible. It's this way with Racer. It is this way with fishing. It is this way with golf. It is also this way with Warship, and the only major variation with Warship is that you have 3 buttons to choose from rather than 1. And that just makes it kind of 3 times more annoying to me. And now, don't get me wrong, I finished top 10 in the first inaugural Warship event, and then in the test event, it seemed okay enough as it was. But even then, I had just this feeling over me that it was going to have the potential to be a real pain in the butt. And in the first actual real event, I definitely was feeling that. Now, this is especially after knowing the patterns and trying to figure out like the secrets with Warship, which I will have a minigame video where I'll try to give out some of the secrets that like the top players kind of already know, but it's going to be for a later date. And again, I have to get it released by others as well, because a lot of them are not mine, and especially in the case of Racer, there really isn't much of a secret. I'll give you that one right now in advance. With Racer, just get a good Wi-Fi connection. That's probably the best way that you can win in Racer. But going back to Warship, I think Warship has the potential to be even more annoying than Racer. And the reason why I say that is because it's I feel like it's very time consuming. It's not really okay, not really time consuming because it uses up about the same amount as golf as far as like number of games played, as far as the length of a game. But what makes it so much more worse than the other 3 games, to me anyway, it comes down to 2 things. And the first one being, again, it's a lot more complex and it feels like it's a lot more effort for not as much of a prize. Like, would I rather want to play golf where it's just one button, or do I want to have my eyes dance around left and right looking for buttons in Warship? They both are basically the same amount, the same length of the game. I would obviously choose golf. I mean, not because I'm just very good at it, and not just because I have podiumed in it 3 times, but I legitimately think that golf is an easier game to play, and I'm pretty sure most people would agree with that. Okay, Warship might not have the lag issues that Racer and to an extent Fishing does, but the problem that I have with Warship as well, and that's the first problem. The second problem I have with Warship is that with Racer, I know how I would change the game to make the game better. So with Racer, I would try to get the servers working. If the servers started working, Racer would actually be a really good game, believe it or not. I do think Racer has that potential. It's just the connection and the lag that is causing that problem, and creating these absolutely terrible victories is why I consider it the worst game of the 3. I'm still trying to figure out where to place Warship right now. A lot of people are telling me that's probably the worst game. Probably is. I'm leaving that up for debate right now. But at least of the 3 that we know, Racer, in my opinion, is the worst. And then with Fishing, we've talked about tiebreaker systems and like how to deal with that timing at the very end, and like giving everyone a point if you tie or something like that, or half a point if you tie. And then golf, just rearranging the color bars so that, the +4 is somewhere, doesn't have to always be at the top of the bar, for example. Little things like that would make the game so much more fun. Oh, especially with golf, jumbling the sections together. But with Warship, if you ask me how I would improve the game without radically changing the way that the game is played, I couldn't tell you that. And I think that's the thing. It's like the only way to fix Warship, in my opinion, is to make a completely new game, and preferably one that is not a timing game. I know that sounds weird, but basically what I was thinking Warship should be more like is like a battleship style game where you're firing at a grid and then you have like cooldowns after each firing. You could even make a salvo game where like you and your opponent have 3 ships and you can fire 3 ships at a time, but once one of your ships sink, then you can only fire 2 ships at a time, and then 2 things at a time, and then, it can continue until someone wipes out all 3 of the ships, or until the timer runs out. You can set the timer for 30, 40 seconds even. If you make the game kind of like real-time Battleship rather than just a timing game, I feel like the game would be a lot more fun. Yes, it would be a little bit more luck-based than what it currently is now. That's true. But I think the issue is that we want a game that's going to be fun and not repetitive. And with the other 3 games basically being timing games and this one just being a timing game, I mean, it's literally just looks like a really simple DDR clone. It just kind of causes a little bit of, just a little bit of resentment, I feel like. I would like to see Atlas Earth change the game, but I don't think it's going to be changed. There's really nothing that they can do to change it. I know a lot of people are saying the final 5 to 10 seconds to slow down those missiles. I forget what AJ called them. I'm just going to say missiles, but I think that's by design. All right. I think it's by design. It's that way so that if you manage to hit it, if your eyes are keen enough to hit it and you can get it, then you get the win over someone who can't do that. I have a feeling that's what it's about, and it's a matter of like just a little bit of random timing there. Once you are skilled enough and your opponent is skilled enough, then it does sort of come down to luck. But that's how most games be like anyway. So I'm not really griping on them on those last 5 to 10 seconds. I personally think that's by design, and they should keep that if they're going to keep it like this kind of game. But I just feel like Warship just in general needs a complete overhaul, just like a complete overhaul of the game rules. When I think Warship, I think Battleship. So I'm thinking like maybe real-time Battleship would be a lot of fun. Real-time mini Battleship that lasts like 30, 40 seconds. That'd be cool. But what we're getting instead is this, just another timing game. And I don't know, it's just, I can see from the comments from people in the Beer Money Network, from your comments, from the comments of the Facebook Atlas Earth community, this is not a good game. I don't know where I would put it right now. It's between it and Racer for dead last, I'll tell you that. But yeah, I just wanted to rant. It was just a short rant, y'all. That's pretty much it. I'm not going to do a day anything today. If you can hear the motors in the background over there. It's 10:30 at night. I can't believe there's still people out right now. I'm not going to do a Beer Money portfolio report. I'm just going to stop right here. I want to know your feelings about the Warship game as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not even going to do the usual like, comment, subscribe. I just wanted to give out my thoughts on this. So I will see you all hopefully for the Neobucks review Saturday. If I don't finish Saturday, you can expect it on Sunday. I'm still working on that right now, but yeah, I just want to get this out and get it off my chest. So I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye everyone.